From an aggressive officer resorting to violence
Let go of me! What are you doing?
to completely disregarding a veteran for his services.
Turn around. You're being arrested.
Whoa, what for, dude?
These cops do not care what they do or who they put in danger. Disclaimer: all content in this video is for general educational purposes only. On February 12, 2022, Officer Michael Getler committed a mistake that proved to be the biggest mistake of his life. In another distressing case, Jajuan Henderson found himself at the receiving end of police misconduct during the late hours.
Open the door. You gotta step out of the car.
Despite no reported offenses or charges, they insisted on seeing his license and registration, creating a pretty uneasy situation.
Open the door. We are the cops. Okay.
The police officer started to get really agitated when he doesn't open the window.
Then open the door.
Calling the cops.
We are the cops.
I know,
Okay.
but y'all can't do this. Y'all can't do this.
Open the door.
Y'all cannot.
You understand you're under arrest, right? You understand you're under arrest, right?
Obstruction. Open the door.
Hold on. Yo, come here, yo. Come here.
The intensity of the situation led to a shocking mistake on Michael's part.
You're under arrest.
What, yo?
Don't move.
No, he's trying to start the car. He's trying to start Back up.
Hands up! Hands up!
The police officers responsible for the shooting were still not identified a month after the incident. Jajuan's mother was devastated as the incident left him paralyzed from the chest down.
We brought a lawsuit. We have not named the names of the police officers because even though it's been over 30 days, we don't know the names of the police officers involved.
I was only going to the car to retrieve an iced tea, and my son is paralyzed, and we don't know for life or not. My son's daughter's mother called me early that morning to tell me that the Trenton Police Crime Unit shot my son numerous times for no reason at all. When she told me, my heart almost broke and I was devastated. I thought Jawan was going to die. I just lost his son a few months back, and that morning I could have easily lost my youngest son and his daughter and her father, absolutely for no reason at all. I'm here to get justice for my son Juwan, and I wanted Trenton Police Crime Unit and the officers that were involved in that shooting that night to be accountable.
Despite all the backlash received from the black community, the officers involved were deemed justified by the grand jury.
You know, we can't have police acting in secret. You know, I mean, we're supposedly standing up for democracy around the world, but we have some very undemocratic practices going on right here in the United States of America. It's terrible.
The public deserves not to feel intimidated by those upholding the law. Wait till you find out how a young driver was forcefully arrested for something he did not do.
I'm not going to tell you again. Open the door now.
But before that, Deputy C Vega found himself entangled in an unusual traffic stop encounter with an unsuspecting citizen. The citizen literally schools the sheriff as he exercises his right of the First Amendment. Why the stop was initiated, however, is bizarre.
The police!
The controversial statement by the driver resulted in him being pulled over a few feet ahead. What followed next is mind-boggling.
Roll down?
Why do you pull me over?
I'll tell you that if you roll it down.
Why can't you tell me now?
Because the reason I pulled you over is you were yelling something from your car.
So what?
Huh?
So what? That's why you pull me over, because I'm yelling?
I don't know if you're in need of help or anything.
Oh, I don't need help.
So,
Thank you.
Okay, let me see your driver's license real quick.
I don't need help.
Okay, can I see your driver's license?
What for?
Did you use the turn signal when you made a turn?
Of course I did.
Let me see your driver's license.
You can hear the sound on the dash cam too.
Let me see your driver's license.
As tensions rise, the driver's defiance sets the stage for a dramatic confrontation, challenging Deputy Vega's authority.
You can just crack the window if that's what you want to
it's already cracked.
I can't see that.
Well,
This thing.
it doesn't matter. Here. I don't wish to answer questions.
You have to let me know if there's a weapon in the car. Did you not take the class?
I did.
Did they tell you you have to tell them?
When you demand identification, I have to display this. That's what they told me in the class. That's what the law says.
The officer wants to take the
And actually, if I don't display, there's really not much you can do because there is no penalty attached to that. I have to carry this if I'm carrying this.
Are you carrying?
I don't answer questions.
The driver, armed with knowledge about displaying documents, refrains from answering questions, sparking a debate on legalities and personal rights.
You got one on your hip. So what?
Do I smell alcohol in your breath?
No, you don't.
How do I know?
Because you can't smell my breath?
I smell something coming.
Oh, really?
Let's see. Let me do some field sobriety.
I don't think so.
Okay. Where are you coming from?
I don't answer questions. I've already told you. Let me know when I'm free to go. Also, what is your name? What's your name? Your name? Sheriff, that's your name? Sheriff?
Right above it right there.
I'm not familiar with the English alphabet, sir.
Deputy Vega even tries to frame that the citizen is somehow in the wrong by calling him out about the weapon that he possesses.
Do me a favor, while I have you here, okay? I don't want you exiting the vehicle because you have a weapon in the car.
Did I exit the vehicle? Did I exit the vehicle?
I'll give you a heads up.
Did I exit the vehicle? Hey, can I?
The encounter takes an unexpected turn with a mention of insurance, adding a layer of complexity to the unfolding drama.
I'm sorry?
You have insurance on the vehicle?
Yeah.
Can you show it to me, please? It doesn't come back.
Of course it comes back.
Not on my system, it doesn't. Also, it's not typical behavior for somebody to be yelling out of the vehicle. Have you had anything to drink tonight? Is that your current address? 1622?
Is that a question?
Yes, sir. Is that your current address?
Do I answer questions?
Okay, I'll just assume that's incorrect then.
And why would you do that?
I'm asking you a simple question.
Did you read my address on the driver
It
license?
didn't have an address. It didn't have an apartment number on your driver.
Of course it does.
Let me see. Can you verify?
You've already seen it. I've already complied with that part.
I know, but I'm just saying it didn't have a driver. It didn't have an apartment number
Of course it does.
on your driver license.
Man.
Okay, I'll be right back.
The shocking nature of the encounter makes us wonder about the legality and ethics surrounding Deputy Vega's actions. Even Vega himself wouldn't have expected the interaction to end this way.
Can I say that I've never met anybody quite like you that would yell at an officer doing their job? But
So,
you have a great
let me
day. No
understand.
warnings, no fines, no penalties.
May I ask you a question?
There's questions on there. There's the address.
Yeah, no, I have a question.
There's an incident
Can you get
number
your
on the thing right
supervisor
there.
here, please?
No,
Is the stop over?
the stop is over. You may leave.
All right.
A classic example of schooling a dirty cop. This driver showed us what knowing your rights can do. If not, you're certain to end up with guys like Officer Blake Stinson.
A Cody officer remains on paid leave with a formal complaint filed, accused of forcibly removing a 17-year-old boy from his vehicle after a routine traffic stop back in January.
This is Officer Blake Stinson. On January 24th, 2023, Stinson encountered a traffic stop during his patrol near a local high school. He saw 3 vehicles taking an unlawful left turn and caught up to them, pulling up on the 3rd vehicle. Officer Stinson initiates the interaction by alleging that the driver failed to yield to a pedestrian in the crosswalk.
When someone's in the crosswalk, you're required to yield to them. I need your driver's license, registration, and insurance.
Yes, sir.
The driver informs the officer that the vehicle belonged to his mother. To locate the necessary documents, he asked for permission to call her, seeking assistance in obtaining the insurance and registration details.
Can I call my mom? This is her vehicle.
Yeah, you can provide digital copy of the insurance, but the registration needs to be provided.
The driver's mother decided to come to the location and assist in the search. What followed next was nothing short of tyranny.
You want to talk to me?
I need your driver. I don't care. I need your driver's
He
license.
said he doesn't care. He doesn't want to talk to you. I'm not in
trying to talk to you about a parent. I'm not 18 years old.
You're driving a vehicle and you're required to give me your driver's license, your registration, and your insurance. Okay? Those three things are required. If you don't provide those things, you'll be placed in custody. Okay? I'm not joking.
Sir, my mom's on the way to help me out.
Okay, go ahead and step out of the vehicle. Step out of the vehicle.
Sir.
I can smell marijuana in the vehicle. Get out.
There's no marijuana.
I'm not going to tell you again. You're going to get out of the vehicle or I'm going to drag you out.
Unfortunately, Officer Stinson provided no guidance and instead heightened the tension by neglecting to guide the otherwise cooperative driver.
Open the door. Open the door now.
My mom's on the way.
I don't care. Open the door now.
My mom down here?
Nope.
Oh, you got to step out.
I'm not 18 years old.
It doesn't matter. I saw a violation. I stopped you for, and you've already talked back to me about getting your stuff out. Get out of the vehicle.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Get out of the vehicle. That's what's going on.
I know I'm allowed to have a parent.
No, you're not. You're not.
Lawyer.
You're going to get out of the vehicle right now, or I'm going to drag you out. You decide.
Can I talk to my mom?
Nope. Get out of the
He's
vehicle.
dragging me out of the car.
Get out of the vehicle.
Mom.
As soon as more officers arrived at the scene, things got worse. While attempting to remove the driver from the vehicle, Officer Stinson even threatened to arrest him for resisting.
Mom, help me.
You're told very clearly what to do, and if you're not going to do it, we're going to have to take other avenues. Unlock the door.
I can't. Sir, you have my arm.
Okay, then get your knee off of it, because I know what you're doing.
Button, please.
There's not one on that side.
Get your knee off of it, because I know what you're doing. Okay? You're going to go for resisting. It doesn't matter how old you are.
Open the door, man. Seriously, is this worth it?
My mom's on the way.
I don't care. I told you to open the door.
It doesn't matter. Open the door.
It doesn't matter how old you are. That has nothing to do with this.
Passenger, unlock the door.
There's not one over
There we go.
The driver was arrested, and upon searching the vehicle, illegal substances were found. If that was not all, the officer even exaggerated the reasons behind the traffic stop and arresting the driver.
He almost hit somebody in the crosswalk right here at the courthouse. The dude had to stop and like back up for him to go through, and then he wheels in here and I stop him. He doesn't have a license either.
The driver was charged with disrupting a peace officer and possession of illegal substances. However, the charges were dropped 4 months later for unknown reasons. Whether Officer Stinson was justified or not is debatable. However, how Jonathan Gesford was treated by Delaware State troopers raises a lot of questions.
Don't put your hands on me. Do not put...
In March of 2022, dashcam footage revealed Delaware State troopers devising a plan to falsely incriminate a man who had gestured with his middle finger at them. It started when Jonathan Gesford, an ordinary citizen, was unjustifiably pulled over. What made things worse was when they tore up his protest sign in aggravation.
I'm on the side of the road, legally parked, with a sign which is protected by the First Amendment. So you can, I'm disrupting nothing. I'm gonna do it right here where I'm at. So I'm not.
I have drivers coming up to me telling me that you're jumping out in traffic.
Because apparently they're erroneous. I don't give a what somebody else says. What did you witness? Nothing of the sort. So keep your to yourself, pal.
This was just the start of Officer Stephen Douglas and Officer Nicholas Gallo's misconduct.
You wanted our attention, you got it. I mean,
I don't want your attention. Go the away, road pirate.
You wanted our attention.
Go away, road pirates.
The troopers, armed with authority, used intimidation tactics, violating his rights, and leaving a lasting negative impact on him and the community.
Don't put your hands on me. Do not give me my property back. You piece of give me my property back. You see this? You tyrant piece of You tyrant. What are your badge numbers?
Step back, okay?
No,
don't walk up.
no, you
like
stole my property.
Did you see anything in my hands?
You
stole your
piece
property.
of
Have a nice day.
Then, just hours after the encounter, Trooper Douglas and Corporal Rayford Box pulled Gesford over again, and you won't believe what for this time.
The reason I stopped you is you had your hand out the window with.
So what?
Finger.
So what? It's constitutionally protected speech.
Is the reason why you're doing it? is the reason why you're doing that.
Just trying to incriminate Gesford somehow. But man, he doesn't like to play.
You're stopping me for constitutionally protected speech, right?
Because you had your hand out the window.
This is what I did. You got a problem with that?
Sir, listen to me. Listen to me.
No. All
right, listen.
Go away.
Disorderly conduct.
No, it is not.
That is disorderly conduct.
That is called freedom of speech.
If you are out in the public, you are out in the public and people see you.
No, it is not.
Here's what's going to happen.
No.
License, please.
No.
Here's what's going to happen.
I want your supervisor, please.
I am the supervisor. I am the supervisor. And that's why I'm here.
One of the troopers' body cam footage shows how badly he wanted to just charge him with anything they could come up with.
But before we go any farther, you're pulling me over for what?
Because you had your
finger out.
Disorderly conduct,
now,
what?
Here's what's about to happen. You're about to be arrested again for resisting arrest.
No, I'm not resisting anything.
Well, Right now you're being detained.
For what?
You're being detained.
I told you why I stopped you already, sir.
For putting my middle finger up. That's correct?
Correct.
No,
exactly.
Right. You extended your arm out the window.
No, I had my middle finger out the window.
Okay, let me get your ID.
Okay, you had your middle finger out the window. Okay, yeah.
Officer Douglas and Corporal Box's acts are embarrassing, to say the least. Not only did they stumble over justifying its legality, but they also conspire to give it a legal twist.
He stuck his middle finger out of the window. Okay. What's that? What's that?
We could lock him up for disorderly conduct. He probably won't go anywhere.
Nah, what's is it like a improper hand signal or something? Charge? No, I mean like if you stick your I'm telling you, if you put your arm out the road, your hand out the road, and you like with a middle finger, you could. That's like isn't that? I'm pretty sure. You sure about that?
Gesford filed a lawsuit against the state troopers for violating his civil rights. As a part of the settlement of the lawsuit, Delaware police has agreed to pay Gesford $50,000 to put an end to this case. Transparency and accountability are crucial in police interactions. However, cases like Miss Dunlap are what shatter the community's trust in law enforcement. On September 6, 2022, a black woman named Jelana Dunlap was taking photos of her employer when she was encountered by Officer Amanda Bell and Officer Haddockfield.
Okay, well, all you have to do is give me your information and make sure you are who you say you are, and then you can be out of here. All right? But as of right now, I don't know whose property this is. I believe that you don't know whose property this is, and you're not wanting to cooperate and just give me your name.
Suddenly, in a shocking turn of events, what Officer Bell does next is extremely foolish on her part, distressing and violating Ms. Dunlap's rights.
Can you step out of the vehicle for me? Excuse me, Can you step out of the vehicle for me? Ma'am,
Step out of the vehicle for me.
Please stop.
Step out of the vehicle for me.
Okay, but
Step
let
out
go
of
of
the
me.
vehicle.
Let go of me.
Undo your seatbelt.
If you can let go of me, I will. If you can let go of me, ma'am, I will.
Undo your seatbelt.
If you can let go of me, ma'am, I will.
Can you undo your seatbelt? Okay.
Ma'am, please stop. Please.
Can you unhook
Can y'all stop? Like, what are you doing?
You got a seatbelt?
Please stop.
Stop
Please
resisting.
let go.
Stop resisting.
Please, I'm not You got me.
Yeah, you are.
You got me.
Okay, all right.
What are you doing?
Come on out.
Ma'am, okay, don't drag me out.
Then get out of the car.
I will if you
I've
will
asked you multiple
if
times.
you will
Get out of the car.
release my arm.
Get out of the car.
If you will release my arm, I will. If you will release my arm, I will. Because you're grabbing my arm very tightly.
Okay.
You're grabbing my arm very tightly.
She ain't going nowhere now.
Let me go.
Okay.
Even when she complies with the officer's demand, they still use force on her, causing a lot of trauma when there really was no need for it.
Okay, it
Now
sure
step out
is.
of the- okay, now
And
step
you're
out
not
the car.
getting it because I know I haven't did it.
Okay, just step out the car.
Okay.
How many times have I asked you?
Please, let go of me.
Stop.
What are you doing? Let go of me. Let go of me. Let go of me because I haven't fucking did anything. I'm doing it.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Ma'am.
Give me my phone.
Resisting.
Give me my phone. Give me my phone.
Stop resisting.
Y'all are hurting me.
Okay.
Stop. Stop resisting.
Look, stop.
You're hurting me.
Calm down.
No, you're hurting me.
No, I'm not. I'm
yes, you are.
I'm
Yes,
just
you are. She's hurting me.
No, she's
yes,
not.
She is.
She's not
yes,
bad.
she is.
Do you hear I'm
I'm
talking?
105 pounds.
Okay, understand
Why
that.
are you hurting me? I have not did anything wrong.
I got her hand.
Well, just, okay,
Did
well, give me.
anything wrong. Let me go. I haven't did anything.
Ms. Dunlap has filed a lawsuit against the officers, seeking $75,000 in damages, claiming that she suffered physical and emotional distress.
You have to speak up for yourself. You have to demand respect, whether they wear a badge or whether they're just in regular clothes. And if you're wearing that badge, if you're wearing a uniform, then you're supposed to protect and serve.
Something that is evidently visible from the body cam footage.
Ma'am.
Let go.
Hey, whenever you stop acting like this, I will let you go.
Let go.
Ms. Dunlap's lawyer stated that the officers brutalized her and treated her like a criminal without cause, reflecting broader fears in the black community.
This is the type of case where these things start, and that's how it happened. Police escalation for people of color, because I firmly believe that if she was a different color, this would never happen. She might have been given a deference, so we're gonna speak to it.
The lawsuit seeks accountability for these officers' actions. On July 5th, 2018, Officer Elizabeth J. Montoya was dispatched to San Luis Street for a disturbance, but no one could have predicted what would have happened next.
You feel it when there's something there? Spread your legs. Spread your legs. I'm not gonna ask you again.
I fucking what down, man?
Don't do it.
You're hurting my.
Don't be grabbing my stuff either.
I'm not grabbing on you, dude. Let me the go, man.
All you have to do is cooperate.
You're hurting baby me.
Hey, if you were worried about you wouldn't be out stealing.
You don't know.
Or taking Xanax either. Good. Are you gonna stop?
No, you.
Are you gonna stop?
It would be fair to say that Officer Montoya unnecessarily escalated the situation.
Are you gonna stop? Then relax and do what I tell you to do.
Do what the I'm doing this for my arms are hurting, dude.
Well, then stand up and spread your legs.
I did spread them,
no,
dude.
you didn't. You spread your legs.
That hurts, dude. Why do you have
Okay, just put
spread your legs.
Foot right here, and I won't do it.
That hurts.
Do not kick me. Don't grab him. Let it go. Do not kick me. If you kick me again, I swear to God, I'll break your arm.
There was no need for her to use this much force against a woman who was 6 months pregnant.
Yes, she kicked me and she wasn't following me by instructions. If you're pregnant, then you will behave. Grab her arm so I can finish searching her.
Law enforcement officers are expected to use force proportionate to the threat or resistance they encounter. The use of force, especially against vulnerable individuals like pregnant women, is subject to some pretty strict scrutiny.
I can't even
Roll on your side. Roll on your side.
None of that would have happened if you wouldn't have kicked me. All you needed to do is spread your legs. It's not my fault I found drugs on you.
I can't even pick my
Stand up.
shoulders, dude.
Stand up.
This is wrong on several levels. Firstly, the use of physical force against a pregnant woman, especially when she is visibly in pain, can be viewed as excessive and probably dangerous.
Get in.
My arms hurt, my shoulders hurt.
Secondly, the officer's insistence of accusing the woman of using drugs, particularly in a situation where she's in distress, could be seen as a lack of proper judgment or a failure to provide necessary care.
Drugs.
I don't take drugs.
Yes, you do. That's why you had a Xanax in your bra.
God, Julia, I'm gonna be stuck. God.
It's not gonna have anything to do with me, sweetheart.
You drag me on the floor. Watch out.
Kicking me.
What's worse is that Montoya left the handcuffed and barefoot lady on the ground in heavy rain for 26 minutes.
You punched me like 10 times on my fucking... Please!
Get on the ground.
Please don't do this.
Get on the ground.
What's wrong? Why did you hit me like that?
Because you deserve it.
and was only suspended for 45 days before being allowed to return to active duty. I don't think anyone's going to make the argument that Officer Montoya was served right, but what Officer Sierra Brooks and Maurice Taylor did is going to leave you asking for justice.
What for, dude? Turn around. Are you kidding me?
Turn around.
Somebody help me! Turn around.
This is Johnny Holman, a 62-year-old church deacon who became a victim of police brutality at the hands of Officer Kieran Kimbro. On August 10th, 2023, Officer Kimbro was responding to a traffic accident call, which nobody knew could take such a drastic turn. Upon reaching the site, Kimbro tends to both parties in an attempt to figure out what exactly happened.
Good morning. What happened? I had the green light and all the traffic up here. And so when I was making...
1191, do we have an officer that's pulled out there?
You know, because the light was green. And I traffic backed all the way up here. I got this trying to hit me on the side right here.
While the cars are like this real quick, can I just kind of explain what happened from my standpoint?
Is this your car?
Yes.
I mean, I know what happened, but you can tell me. I already watched the camera what happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Based on the situation he was presented with, and having watched the CCTV footage, Officer Kimbro proceeds to jotting everything down, getting inside his vehicle, and then coming back out with a ticket. Having determined that Holman was at fault, he tells him where he messed up. However, Holman was not taking any of that.
All right, man. Case number for you. I did find you at fault in the accident.
I was in the red light. My light was green.
You cut your turn short.
No, I didn't turn. I can't turn no white what he did. He kept coming at me. It wasn't my fault.
Why are you screaming at me?
I'm not screaming. I'm saying it was not my fault. He ran into my truck.
Okay.
You see where he hit me right here.
All right. So I need you to sign this ticket right here on the X.
No. You got the clause right here.
Okay. I'll get my sergeant for it, but you're still going to sign this ticket. That's fine. But you're going to sign this ticket right here before I get my sergeant out here. Okay?
No.
You're going to sign this ticket, or I'm going to take you to jail. So you got a court date of the 4th of October, 2023 at 8 o'clock, all right? It's not a state of admission or guilt. Just saying that you plan on coming to court and paying the fine beforehand. You can come to court. You can come to court and fight.
I didn't do nothing. Lord, how much you said I didn't do nothing.
So much so that things only escalated from that point forward.
I told you once, lower your voice.
My voice
You're not going to scream at me.
My voice is heavy.
Do you understand what I'm telling you? Now you're going to sign this ticket, or I'm going to take you to jail. I suggest you sign the ticket. Then you can talk to my sergeant or whoever you want to talk to, your priest, your wife, I don't care. But you're going to sign it right here. Here you go.
The change of events that occurred after that led to Holman's arrest, one that will leave you all in a state of shock.
Sir, I'm going to ask you one more time. Sign the ticket.
So you
sign the ticket.
You just trying to make
sign
me
the ticket.
I'm not guilty of
sign the ticket.
That's what you trying to make me say?
Sign the ticket.
Okay, I'm going to sign the ticket. I'm going to sign the ticket. I'm going to
sign the ticket. Sign the ticket.
How can I sign the ticket? You got me like
that. You're acting crazy.
I'm not doing nothing.
Give me your arm.
I'm right here.
Give me your arm.
I'm right here.
Give me your arm.
My body already hurt, man.
All right.
I'm already.
Try me another unit. Sign it. It's on the ground.
I'm trying to sign it. What you doing like this? I ain't doing nothing. I ain't doing nothing. Why you hurt me like this, man? I'm old, man.
I'm not right away.
Despite Holman's agreeing to signing the ticket, it was as if Officer Kimbro had already made up his mind about how he wanted to proceed with the old man.
Sign the ticket!
Okay.
You won't believe what he did next.
Okay,
I'm gonna tell you, put your arms behind your back now. Put your arms behind your back. Put your arms behind your back.
I am making up your back.
Put your
arms making up your back, please. Let me get your help. Let me get your help. Please, let's go around.
Put your hands behind your back.
The poor soul can be heard yelling, "I can't breathe," but it was as if Officer Kimbro couldn't hear him, or maybe cops just like hearing that phrase.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
I can't breathe.
Put your hands behind your back.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
I can't breathe.
I'm gonna tell you one more time. Put your hands behind your back.
Marking the reign of brutality, Officer Kimbro kept using his stun gun on him until he passed out and is placed in handcuffs. Officer Kimbro calls for paramedics as he checks for Holman's pulse, realizing that he is already knocked out cold.
Hold these in. Sit down, man.
The medics arrived 12 minutes after the incident, and he was rushed to the emergency room, where he was later pronounced dead on the 11th of August. An autopsy determined Holman's cause of death was a homicide. The medical examiner found heart disease contributed to his death, but he probably wouldn't have died if not for the tasing.
To end up being slammed to the ground, punched, and tased to death is something that makes this really unthinkable. I think this is one of Atlanta's most senseless police-involved killings.
Upon close inspection of the footage, Atlanta Police Department fired Officer Kieran Kimbro. Not only that, but he was also being sued by Mr. Holman's family.
So, no, he called them to help him. Now he ends up dead a few feet from his door. He was going home. He was going home. How this happened?
Former Officer Kimbro's lethal actions are unjustifiable and call for even more strict action. However, the next cops on our list can be called nothing else but heartless.
What for, dude?
Turn around.
Are you kidding me?
Turn around.
Somebody help me!
On October 13th, 2021, Officer Maurice Taylor and Officer Sierra Brooks encountered Joshua Rohrer, who was a homeless Army veteran. Rohrer was sitting on the curb of the road with his service dog when Officer Sierra Brooks rolled up on him.
I just saw you take money from that car.
Yeah, you saw me take money, but you didn't see me ask.
All right, let me get your ID, okay?
Right as she got out of her car, she accused Josh of panhandling and wanted to see his ID.
You can't ask for my ID.
Yes, I can.
Giving me money.
Okay, get your dog, okay? Yes, I can. It's called panhandling.
But it's not panhandling if I didn't ask for it, is it?
ID. You can give me your ID or you can go to jail for RDO. Which one you want to do?
What's the ID for that?
Because I'm about to write you a citation.
For what?
For panhandling.
That's not panhandling.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. If you come up to me and give me money...
You walked out to the car.
Because they stopped. Did you see them stop?
Give me your ID.
You saw the whole situation.
Give me your ID or you're going to jail for RDO, which is resist, delay, obstruct.
To give the officer an idea about who he was, Rohrer tried reasoning with her.
Okay.
You're going to write a disabled veteran that's living in the woods a ticket.
Yes, because I asked you not to do it, and you
I didn't do it. You see me. I come up here. I'm packing my stuff up.
I sit there and watch
you. You watch me walk up the sidewalk.
C Vega 30 City. I'm out with that subject.
Like you literally watch me walk up the sidewalk.
Okay, give me your ID. Give me your ID.
You're going to write me a ticket.
Yes.
I didn't commit a crime.
Officer Sierra then accused him of violating the city ordinance. Josh sharply rebutted that no city ordinance is violated when someone gives you money out of his own accord.
You violate a city ordinance.
No, I didn't. There's no city ordinance that says somebody can't give me money.
Then, almost immediately after, she changed her accusation to obstructing traffic.
And you obstructed traffic.
No, I didn't. They did. They did. They obstructed traffic.
Give me your ID.
You're the one in the car.
Give me your ID, sir.
I'm not giving you my ID because I didn't break the law.
This is when she called for backup, and Officer Maurice Taylor shows up.
And I can almost guarantee you it's not going to go the way you want it to go.
I want to talk to a supervisor.
He's on his way out here.
Yeah.
So now he's refusing to give me his ID because I'm going to write him.
She's trying to write me a ticket because I was walking up this, packing up. She told me to pack up.
I told
and
you.
I was literally rolling up my roll. And somebody stopped and gave me money. You saw it yesterday. He saw it too. People give me money without me asking. I don't have to
because you're, first of all, I mean, it can be inferred, okay, because that's the way the law works. Right. Things can be inferred. So if it appears that you're violating the ordinance, that's how that works.
Right, but
so let me tell you, because you're not a lawyer, and you can get one, but I can tell you how the law works. You're an median, right?
As if all of the law schooling wasn't enough, Officer Maurice said,
"Listen,
like you told me.
I just want you to know you can go to jail for this ordinance. If you continue to argue with officers, you're going to go to jail, and we are going to call animal control for your dog. You got it?"
Officer Maurice then asks Rohrer for his ID, and things escalate even further.
Can we get your ID? Can we get your ID?
Dude, I didn't commit this crime.
But you're also in the median after I've told you not to be here before.
Have I not said that?
And that's why I was vacating, because she asked me to leave.
What followed stirred up the entirety of social media.
There you go.
No, your state ID, not your VA ID.
This isn't valid. It's not valid.
I need your state ID, not your VA ID. I'm gonna ask you one more time.
It's not even valid.
Give me your state ID. Turn around. You're being arrested.
Whoa, what for, dude?
Turn around.
Are you kidding me?
Turn around.
Do y'all see this?
Turn around.
Somebody help me!
Turn around.
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Mama! What are you doing?
Call your dog off. Call your dog off. Call your dog off. Call your dog off. Call your dog off.
The next scene might literally break your heart, but it shows the true colors of Officer Maurice and how heartless of a being he truly is.
Sir, call your dog off. Call your dog off. He just bit me. He bit me. Call your dog off. To Charlie. Call your dog off. Call your dog off. Call your dog off. Call your dog. We need to Charlie 10 City. We need more units. We need more units.
Hey! Stop! Why are you doing this? Somebody help me record!
Turn around.
Record this!
Turn around, sir.
Help me!
Turn around.
Help!
Turn around.
Why are you doing this?
Even the residents of the area vouched for Rower and his dog, Sunshine, but the officers had endless excuses up those sleeves.
Please help me! Why are y'all doing this to me? What did they ask you for? They asked me for my ID, and then he grabbed me and tackled me and threw me on the floor. I was in the process of handing it to you.
Guys, y'all, please sit with this nicely because this guy has been out here for months. His dog was never.
Okay, we're doing what we have to do.
They tased my dog. They tased it. Please record this.
It's really sad how the dog
The entire incident raised a lot of concerns about the proportionality of the officer's response, especially in the deployment of a stun gun on a dog.
This guy stays out here all the time.
I get it, but it doesn't change the fact that the dog bit me. Okay? Can y'all just back up, please?
Did you see the dog bite his foot?
Dude, he tased my dog. Of course. Like, seriously, why are y'all doing this to me?
Okay, but we have to do our job.
Any dog with it.
We have to do our job.
Here's the thing, y'all didn't see the whole story, so just back up.
The social media dust-up against the brutality of the Gastonia Police Department and the backlash they've been getting is nothing short of a humiliation for the authorities. Don't mess with dogs, man. If you thought that was devastating, wait till you see what happens in the next case on our list.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you that I got help getting in the car. Y'all can fucking hurt me.
On Thursday, September 30th, 2021, in Dayton, Ohio, Clifford Owensby, a paraplegic black man, encountered a traffic stop that would change his life. The authorities were alerted of a suspected drug house in the area, and they were monitoring for the Narcotics Bureau detectives. Owensby's white vehicle was seen leaving the residence just when the officers stopped the car. The officer took his ID back to the cruiser and ran his information. Based on Owensby's drug felony and weapons history, along with him leaving a suspected drug house, the officer immediately requested a narcotics detection canine at the scene for a free air sniff on the vehicle. Officers approached the vehicle and requested Mr. Owensby to step out.
What's your name again? Owensby? Owensby? Yeah, I'm out of your car. I can't step out of the car, sir. I got help.
Making the start to a torturous day for Owensby.
I'll help you getting out. I'm gonna help you getting out. Get out. I'm gonna help you getting out. Get out. Well, I don't think that's gonna happen, sir. I don't think that's gonna happen, sir. I do. I'm asking something, but what's the problem? Yeah, the problem is that because our history of my dog is free air on the car. You have to be out of the car to do that. I can't get out of the vehicle, sir. I'm going to assist you out of the vehicle. As someone assists you in the vehicle. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not going to touch me. And I'm definitely not about to touch me. And I'm about to go ahead and get somebody on the line. Because I will. If you put your lawsuit for no reason. You put your hands on me for no reason, bro.
Despite telling the officer that he was paraplegic, the officer kept insisting. What happened next is going to leave your jaw on the floor.
I cannot step out. I'm a paraplegic. I cannot. I'm a paraplegic, sir. Come on, bro. I cannot step out of the car. I cannot step out of the vehicle. You got in the car. You can get out of the car. You got in the car. Hello.
The officer even tells him what he'd do if he didn't comply, but Owensby just had one thing to say. say.
I'm not getting out. I just told you I'm a paraplegic. I cannot get out. I do not have to. I do not have to. Can you call your white shirt, please? If you pull me out of here, you better expect.
So here's the thing. I'm gonna pull you out and then I'll call a white shirt because you're getting out of the car. That's not an option. So you're getting out of this car. So you can cooperate and get out of the car. I'll drag you out of the car.
Despite requesting a supervisor, the officer escalated the situation further and proceeded to do the unthinkable.
I would like to do, sir? I would like for you to call your white shirt.
I will when I'm done. Get out of the car.
Come on, bro.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Listen.
Get out of the car.
I am paraplegic, bro. You can fucking hurt me. You can hurt me, bro.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
What y'all doing, bro? I'm a paraplegic, bro.
You're making a choice.
I'm a paraplegic, bro. I'm trying to tell you that I got help getting in the car. Y'all can hurt me. They can hurt me.
Get out of the car.
I'm a paraplegic. Ow.
You have to get out of the car.
Ow. Somebody help. Somebody help.
Something right here.
Somebody help. Somebody help. Someone help. So are y'all recording this? Somebody help. I'm a paraplegic. They are doing the paraplegic. Somebody please help me. Stop. You are hurting me. Stop! I'm a paraplegic. Stop!
Ignoring his cries for help, the officer dragged him by his dreads, pinned him, and put him in handcuffs.
You're making it so much harder than what it has to be. You're making it so much harder than what it has to be.
If that wasn't enough, the officer then proceeded to drag him to the police vehicle.
I'm a paraplegic. These motherfuckers is doing me wrong, man. I'm paraplegic. It's not gonna make shit worse. I'm trying to talk to you and say.
You're not trying to talk to me.
I'm sure it is.
It's on camera.
I'm sure it is.
Explained it to you several times. You're getting out. I told you, it's not an option. I told you, it's not an option.
The shocking nature of the arrest is heightened by Owensby's condition and the presence of his 3-year-old child in the back seat. The footage released by the Daytona Police Department paints a distressing picture of brutality and disregard for the well-being of an individual with physical limitations. Owensby's subsequent support on social media and his legal victory in a lawsuit, securing $125,000 in damages, highlights the acknowledgement of wrongdoing by the law enforcement agency. Officer James Sanders found himself in the middle of a controversy involving a 17-year-old boy named Brandon Hughes.
How's it going? License and insurance.
Castle, I got pulled over?
Yeah, I'll be glad to tell you in just 1 second.
Take your time, go ahead.
Is everybody all right?
Yes, sir.
The seemingly regular traffic stop was because someone inside the vehicle had cussed the officer as the car drove past the police vehicle, and the officer was not happy about it.
Who yelled out the window?
I don't know. None of us.
Yeah, come on back here with me, Mr. Bird. Mr. Bird,
yes, sir.
I'm gonna ask you one time. How long you had your license?
Over 6 months.
Over 6 months. So everybody, you're good to haul everybody around there, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna ask you one time.
Yes, sir.
All right. If you don't, we're gonna go another route with it. Who yelled out of your Jeep when you went by us?
It was Brandon.
Who?
Brandon.
Which one's Brandon?
In the front seat.
Knowing who the culprit was, Officer Sanders asked Brandon to step out of the vehicle. Little did Brandon know that things were about to get really heated.
Got the Jeep.
Yes, sir.
What'd you have to say?
Nothing.
No. Tell me one more time you going to jail, son. What's your name?
Brandon.
Brandon Hughes.
Yes,
I know who you are.
Yes, sir.
Is there something you need to say to us that you want to yell out the window?
No,
Who you yelling at? Hey, look at me when you talk to me, son. Who you gonna yell at? What'd you say? F the police.
Yes, sir, I'm sorry.
You're sorry. Get your hands out of your pockets. Why you want to say that to the police?
I don't know, y'all protect us. I shouldn't have.
No, I ain't protecting you.
All valid, negative. 2005 Pontiac 5.
F the police.
Randy
Why,
Lansford.
you can get back. Why do you want to F the police, son?
I don't.
Why you say it then? You think it's going to make you a badass or something in front of everybody?
No, sir, I don't, because I'm getting fussed out right now.
Apparently frustrated, it was about time that Officer Sanders lost his cool.
You want to fuck the police?
No, sir.
Well, here I am, right here, brother.
I don't want to.
Why not? You're a tough guy. Come on.
I'm not tough.
Huh?
I'm not tough.
You seemed like a little baby the day you was in court, remember?
Yes, sir.
I'm giving you every opportunity.
No, sir.
Then why you want to yell about it when you're in front of your buddies right there? Is it cool?
No, sir.
You trying to be a badass in front of them?
No, sir.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
I'm giving you every opportunity to fuck me up. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Questioning about his apparent hatred toward the police, the conversation kept getting hotter and hotter.
Now let me ask you this. What have I ever done to you?
Nothing at all.
Not a damn thing.
Yes,
what has my partner ever done to you?
Not a thing.
Not a damn thing, right?
Yes, sir.
So why do you want to fuck the police?
I don't. I was being dumb.
No, it's a little bit more than being stupid is what I think.
The admission of guilt kind of caught Officer Sanders off guard, revealing a deeper layer to the encounter.
So let me ask you something. Next time you get caught selling weed or having weed on you, do you think somebody's going to try to cut you a break? If I go to goddamn jerking everybody out of that damn Jeep and I find 1 ounce of damn weed, do you think I'm going to take everybody to jail?
Yes, sir. No, sir. Just me.
No, hell, I'm going to take every one of your damn friends to jail.
Yes, sir.
Having had enough, he orders everyone to get out of the Jeep. But what happens next is a pretty shocking turn of events.
How old are you?
17.
I didn't know y'all could be so damn stupid anymore. Everybody get out of the Jeep.
If that wasn't all, he proceeds to lecture the kids about good friendship.
It's funny, ain't it? Did y'all laugh? Huh? Did you laugh? Did you laugh? You think it's funny? Yeah, radio. Show me 1038. Charlie Echo Yankee 6704. CEY 6704. Be North Cherokee at Checkers. This smart ass right here says the police.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Bird, you can get back in the damn Jeep, son. You ain't done nothing wrong. Y'all two pile back in there. Y'all ain't done nothing wrong. Ain't no sense in y'all paying for this stupid ass's down. That's that knucklehead off of Elm Street right there.
Yeah, that don't remember y'all from.
He don't believe it, but I swear to God I can beat him in basketball.
You can't shoot. You still gotta play me. I'm still waiting for you. I've been asking you since I was on Elder.
Dude, let me tell you something. I got 2 damn torn up ligaments. I will smoke both of y'all. Y'all can play 2-on-1.
Take you out the game.
Let me tell you something. You'd be so damn you'd be on your little skinny ass. I'm telling you. You ever seen Charles Barkley play?
Take you out the booth.
Why, dude? You know who this is? What's your stepdaddy's name? Brian Massey's stepson.
What?
Yeah. Fuck the police.
What have we done to you?
Hey, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. Technically, I can't search your damn Jeep and I can't touch y'all, and I don't want to. I'm not an asshole like that. Okay? But I'm gonna tell you something. If you hang around kids like this, somebody's gonna mess with you.
The aftermath of this controversial traffic stop is one that you wouldn't ever expect, totally changing the life of the police officer. This incident, in addition to a few more, was what led to Officer Sanders being fired from the police department. If you thought that was wild, wait till you find out how Zaid Atkinson was treated for merely doing his job.
Yo, look, man, here, why don't you follow me and I'll just leave the building, dude.
But first, on April 27th, 2020, Kaylon Hill was arrested after a minor traffic crash on Interstate 25 in Denver. How the officers responded to the situation stirred up the winds of racial discrimination.
I didn't get his ID, dude. So he tries to thread the fucking needle between 2 lanes, dude, and he sideswipes. And he's being a Does he? Said they jumped out on him like he was gonna fight him or something. I haven't talked to him yet because fire was all around him, but I haven't got his ID yet. He looks like a turd.
After his filthy remarks towards one of those involved, the officer walks toward the other party, 2 white men, and just look at how he addresses him.
Alright, so give me a minute and I'll get you a case number. We'll get you out of here.
Okay, can we stand the vehicles or should we stand outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me just check the damage out real quick.
Okay.
On the other hand, one of the cops takes Kaylon out of the ambulance in which he was being examined to get his side of the story. However, things take a rocky turn when Kaylon sees what's happening over by his car.
Okay, let's go talk
happened exactly?
This is where things start getting heated.
That's not marijuana, man. That's why I'm in the car. That's not. Hey, back up. Get out of my face. I don't want you to search my car. Come here. Put your hands behind your back right now. What?
Not only was it a forceful arrest, but the use of foul language is what made it a despicable sight.
Do not pull away. Do you understand me? What? Really? Lay down. Chill out, dude. What are you doing? Bring that over here. Okay. What the fuck? What are you doing? Stepping to me? Huh? What the f*** is in my face? Don't think so, dude. What is this? Oh, what am I? What the f***? What are you stopping the cops for, man? I did not ask you to get out of my car. No, I watched you. I got you on my video camera. I asked you to get out of my car. That's it. You're being an asshole to everybody. I'm not. Yes, you are.
Kalon kept on questioning the reason for his arrest, to which the officers gave a pretty vague explanation.
What am I going to jail for? What am I accused for? We'll let you know here in a few, okay?
Not only that, but the officers deny Kalon the right to be medically assessed. What unfolds next reveals a pretty mysterious twist.
You don't have any injuries.
It is hard for me to determine if I am injured at the moment, sir.
So here's the thing. If you say that you have injuries, I'm going to do something different, okay? If you say that you don't have any injuries, then that means that nothing has happened and I can let you drive away.
Sir, I believe I...
But if you're telling me something different, then I have to do something different. So just tell me if you have any injuries.
I'm telling you that it's hard for me to determine that at the moment. I will have to be able to do that when I go to the hospital after I am released from y'all's custody.
What is your name?
My name is Keelan.
Okay,
it is hard for me to determine if I'm injured at the moment.
If you're not injured from my officers.
Sir, it is hard for me to determine that at the moment. I have to go to the hospital.
For what?
I just had a car wreck. I was just stabbed in the neck.
I didn't ask you about the car wreck. I asked you if my officers heard you.
Sir, I called y'all about this car wreck that just happened. I was arrested and detained because of it. I called y'all because I was injured.
What did I just ask you?
I don't know who injured me or what injured me.
Don't get in my face. I can hear you.
I don't know who injured me or what injured me. I know I sustained some sort of injury.
What?
Sir, I cannot determine that until I go to it. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. I just know I need to go to a doctor very soon.
As the officers struggle to determine Kalon's state, the charge of racial profiling becomes more serious. He was then taken to the police station where he spent 24 hours in a jail cell.
So everything's recording. I'm recording everything.
Okay. So we were taking him into the custody. He had his left hand, I had his right. One of the paramedics held his head down. That was not any one of us.
Okay, so he will not tell me if he's injured or not, and if he's saying that he is or he isn't, we have to do something, right? Because I don't know if he's hurt because you guys cuffed him or he won't give me an answer. So we're just gonna do the paperwork, okay? So can we get off the highway and do this?
Kalon filed a lawsuit against the city of Denver and unlawfully arrested him while using excessive force. He won the lawsuit later and was compensated with a pretty decent fine of $100,000. Kalon's case is a sad tale of racial profiling, but how Zaid was treated is even sadder. In a tense police altercation in Colorado, a young black man named Zaid Atkinson encounters an officer while engaged in the simple act of picking up trash outside his home.
I couldn't help but notice you just sitting on the patio out there. What's that? I couldn't help but notice you sitting on the patio behind this building. Yeah. And there's the signs for no trespassing, private property, that kind of thing. Yeah, I wasn't sure what you were doing, if you lived here or you worked here. It looks like you're working, doing something, picking stuff up. Okay. Gotcha. What's the actual address then?
Arapahoe.
Okay. What unit are you in?
I don't think I have to actually tell you that.
Well, I'm just checking to make sure that you have a right to be here, that's all.
I just told you I lived here.
Okay.
And I told you that I'm working as well.
Okay.
Shouldn't that be enough for you?
Well, I gotta verify it, just so I know that you do in fact...
Although clearly frustrated by what the officer had to say, Zaid complied with him and did what he was asked. However, it appeared as if the officer had something else in mind.
Well, I gotta verify it, just so I know that you do in fact live here.
What do you need from me?
If you have an ID with your address on it, that'd be great. Well, we've had some stuff going on in this area. I'm just doing my job, just making sure you belong here, and if you do, then great, and I'll be on my way.
Yep.
Okay. Do you have anything with your address on it?
Yo, look, man. Here, why don't you follow
just
me,
relax.
and I'll just leave the building, dude.
Wait, just chill out, man.
Dude, this is ridiculous.
I'm just asking you if you have something with your address on it, then that would help me.
No, I don't. How am I supposed to have something with my address on it?
A lot of people have a driver's license.
They just carry something with their address on it?
Yeah, an ID.
Things start getting heated up as Zaid, now seemingly bothered, gets up and refuses to comply further.
I just need to verify who you are, that you belong here, that you have a right to be here, okay?
Are you kidding me, man?
Can you have a seat, please?
No.
Mr. Atkinson.
No, I'm not.
290 code 12. Can you please have a seat?
No.
Put that down. Stop. Mr. Atkinson, right now you're obstructing a police officer, which is a jailable offense. I'm asking you one more time to sit down.
I'm not doing anything wrong. And you're not going to arrest me. You're not going to do anything. Because I live here. And I didn't do anything wrong.
Last chance, sir.
What?
Have a seat.
What?
Sit down. Right now I'm detaining you and investigating you for a trespass.
I fucking live here, dumb.
Sit down. Sit down.
No.
The tension rapidly intensifies as the officer now gets aggressive and tries detaining Zaid to investigate him further.
Drop that. Put that down.
I hope the camera's on, sir.
Put that down.
No, I'm working.
You need to listen to what I'm telling you to do right now.
I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything
290,
illegal.
we're on the east side of 2333 Folsom. Subject's failing to comply, not sitting down, and he has some kind of a blunt object in his hand.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna follow until my cover gets here.
The officer's tone kept getting harsher and harsher, but Zaid was not having any of it. So much so that the officer starts threatening him.
Now.
Why?
Now. Do it now.
Why? Why?
I'm detaining you to investigate.
What?
Investigate a trespass.
I live here.
You haven't confirmed that. Sit down.
I'm a student.
Sit down and I'll confirm it.
Anywhere.
Sit down now.
No.
Sit down.
I'm not sitting down.
Then you're probably gonna get tased in a second.
Why?
Because you have a weapon. Put that down.
I have a weapon?
Put it down and comply with my orders.
What transpired next was absolutely dumb on the officer's part, which proved to be a big mistake.
This is my property. I live here, not you.
Sit down so I can continue my investigation.
Because you just
sit down
to tase me.
Sit down.
No, point the camera here.
You have a dangerous object in your hand and you're failing to put it down.
I'm picking up trash.
Put it down.
You're
being detained.
Your hand is on your weapon and you're gonna shoot me? That's what you're gonna do, officer?
290, we're still behind 2333 Folsom.
Picking up trash. That's what you're gonna do, officer?
Sit down, sir.
Why don't you use your brain?
I asked you several times.
Use your intelligence. Are you gonna kill me?
Several times I've asked you.
On your weapon.
Yes, it is. I feel threatened because you're not putting that down. Yes, it is.
I'm picking up trash.
Put it down. I told you many times to put it down.
And you're holding a gun.
Put it down.
And you're holding a gun.
Sir, put it down.
And you're holding a gun. How do you feel?
Put it down, sir.
How do you feel, officer?
The sheer stupidity of the officer went through the roof when he literally called the bucket and garbage pickup tools weapons.
Sit down.
I'm not sitting down.
Look, I don't want this to go any further, but you need to comply with my orders.
I don't have a weapon.
That's a weapon.
This is a bucket.
No, that's a weapon.
This is a clamper for picking up garbage, sir.
Put it down. I'm telling you, I'm threatened by it.
It's not a weapon. You're not threatened. I'm threatened. You have a gun that kills people. How am I supposed to kill someone?
Sit down, sir.
Additional officers, totaling 8, arriving on the scene, some with weapons drawn.
He's got a gun.
Have a seat.
He's got a gun.
Sit down.
Gun. What do you mean? This is my property.
290, we're still giving him verbal commands, trying to get him to comply. Sit down and drop that object.
I don't have to do
Sit
that.
down and drop it.
I'm on duty doing my work and my job, and this officer comes over here and
Drop the object. Have a seat. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it.
Why do you all four of them look, dude? All four.
The police are telling you to do something. Do it.
You have a gun in your hand.
Yes, I do, because you're not listening.
You have a fucking gun
You
in
have
your
a
hand.
weapon.
I don't have a
Drop
weapon.
the weapon. Drop it.
I don't have a weapon.
Drop it now.
Eventually, the police substantiate Atkinson's account, concluding the tense and fervent confrontation.
This guy was ready to kill me, sir.
Okay, so say, I'm Officer Turner.
Oh, you're just gonna ignore what I just said, though.
No, I'm just trying to communicate.
Okay.
As a adult man.
Right.
Okay? So I think you can hear the fact that I'm just trying to be professional with you here.
No,
Get some communication going so we can get this resolved. Because I now found out who you are. I found out that you're a resident here.
I gave him my ID. He knew who I was. I said my name was Zaid Atkinson. I gave him my ID. He asked me what the address was. I said 2333. I said, let me walk up to the door and beat myself into the building. And he refused to let me walk to my house.
Despite the Boulder Police Department asserting no evidence of racial profiling, they concluded that the officer would likely be faced with suspension or termination. Instead, the seasoned 14-year veteran opted to resign from the force. Being a victim of racial profiling can be pretty daunting, certainly something that Miss Brown paid a heavy price for. Miss Taylor Brown was on the phone with her mom when a female officer entered the room, walked over to the 18-year-old, and demanded this.
Seize my phone for what?
Go ahead and hang up.
Why?
Go ahead and hang up.
They want to seize my phone, but I'm not under arrest for it.
You're not under arrest, but your phone's gonna be seized.
No.
You're gonna hang up the phone.
I seized my phone, but I'm not in custody.
So listen.
There's three of them all around me.
So listen.
FaceTime me for a second.
You listen for a second. So the fire is gonna be under investigation.
That's fine.
Okay, and we're gonna seize your phone.
Why?
Because the fire's under investigation.
I need to know what my.
So you can hand me the phone, or I can take the phone.
But I need to know what my phone's being. They're not telling me a reason why my phone's.
I just did.
But you said it's under investigation, which I.
So listen to me. The fire.
That's her phone.
So the fire is going to be under investigation, and your phone's going to be seized.
Is Shay?
Yes, everybody's phone's being seized.
Oh no, because you never told me that my phone would be seized when I got here. She didn't tell me that.
Okay, and when I got here, the detective wasn't here. We were waiting for the detective, so the detective's going to seize your
But
phone.
no one told me any of this.
Okay.
You told me that you were about to take me home.
Okay, so I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. So you can hang up. You can hang up the phone.
Refusing to comply, she questions the reason behind the officer's demand.
It's not a threat. I've asked you several times, and you're just going to go back and forth with me.
A reason as to why my phone is being taken.
So the fire is going to be under investigation by the fire department. So stop. Don't interrupt me.
What does that have to do with my device?
So don't interrupt me. The fire is going to be under investigation.
Don't ever tell me not to interrupt you and open this gun.
The situation started getting hotter, and things were not looking good for Miss Brown until this happened.
No? Okay. Go ahead and hand me the phone.
I have to know if my phone is being seized.
Go ahead and hand me the phone. Do not kick. Okay, push your legs out. Stop. Relax. Relax.
Mom, I'm not letting go. I promise.
Relax.
Mom, I'm not letting
Relax.
go.
We just want your phone. That's it.
We just want your phone.
Brown repeatedly questioned the right to arrest her, but nobody seemed to care about it.
Relax your arm, Taylor.
You're under arrest.
You're under arrest. Relax your arm.
Release the hand.
Under arrest for what?
You know how to second third? No.
Oh my God! I'm filing the case as soon as I get off this floor. You all have no right. I came down here willingly because you're a black woman.
Get up.
So,
Okay. Hold on.
I want you to think about how you're doing another black woman.
Okay.
When you go to
Relax. Relax.
You just put me in handcuffs and I came down here willingly.
Stay down.
Why am I on the floor?
All right, Taylor. Okay, we're gonna roll this way.
Why
Ready?
are you pinning me on the floor?
We're gonna get you up. Relax. Relax.
Pin me up like I'm a fucking human.
We're going left. We're going my way. Roll my way.
We're going your
Roll
way.
my way. All right, stand up. Go to your knees, Taylor.
Y'all just okay with this, all of y'all.
Brown accuses the female officer of manipulating her, which left the female officer completely silenced.
Where's the phone at?
You're black.
has it.
All right, we're going this way.
They're white. I expected from them.
All right.
Black, dude.
Okay, you also kicked me in the head, so.
You also, I came down here willingly because I trusted you. And look at what you're doing.
The officers accuse Brown of perplexing charges and make an unbelievable decision that Brown couldn't wrap her mind around.
Take me to
Where's her
jail?
property?
Whatever charges you guys have.
You have resisting and aggravated battery of a police officer.
Oh my God! Okay, I'll do the interview.
You still have the charges.
I didn't aggravate you. You assaulted me.
Okay, so relax.
You assaulted me. I'm 18 years old and you assaulted me. Of course I'm aggravated. I wasn't resisting arrest. You didn't say that I was under arrest.
Confused as she should be, she demanded an attorney, and rightfully so.
What is happening right now? I came down here because I thought I was doing an interview. Why am I in cuffs?
I'd like to still interview you. That's not.
But why am I in cuffs? I'm scared. Why are you all touching me? Why is my stuff being seized? You told me I was coming here for an interview. I came here under false pretenses. That is the case itself.
Do you want to go back and talk or not?
There will be 3 cases filed in the morning, I promise you.
Yes or no? You want to go?
Let's go. Let's go to the cage, jail, wherever we're going. I need to make a call. I get one call, I know that much.
As part of the pending civil lawsuit, Brown's lawyers are suing for the records related to the arrest and her violating of civil rights. Her lawyer said, without having the initial probable cause, we already know she wasn't initially under arrest. In not giving them the phone, I just don't see how they have any justification in using any sort of force to apprehend her for any reason, Backos continues. They made a mistake, and I just hope they take responsibility for that and own up to that mistake. Cases like Miss Brown are the reason why BLM movements erupted all across the globe. What you're about to witness next, though, is going to leave you speechless. An incident unfolded on September 22nd, 2022 on Mayfield Road, Ohio, involving 2 officers, Sergeant Wolf and Officer Lewis, alongside a citizen named Demetrius Kern. The situation took an unfortunate turn when the female officer refused to acknowledge her mistake.
You okay? Yeah. Okay. I'm Officer Lewis with Cleveland Heights. The reason I'm for the traffic stop is the plates on the vehicle are expired. It's not even a big deal. Do you know that guy behind me in the Porsche?
I was trying to hurry up and move over.
You're good. No, you're good. You did the right thing. I put my lights out and sirens. He did not move over.
Things heat up when Kern accuses Lewis of running him off the road, while Officer Lewis tries to de-escalate the situation. However, Kern keeps claiming that Lewis almost ran him off the road.
You almost ran me off the road.
I initiated my lights and sirens. What, was your music on? Because I had the lights and sirens on, sir.
Things take a dramatic turn when Sergeant Wolf arrives, feeling incredibly entitled to make demands and expecting Kern to follow them right up.
Well, you don't pull up behind an officer on a traffic stop.
You don't even know what's going on.
You're right, I don't.
So why are you saying that?
Because I'm here, and what you're doing right now is against the law.
Ran me off the road.
Okay, well then you should have pulled over for lights and sirens. She said it on the radio that you didn't yield, and it's on dash cam, I'm assuming.
It's just a disconnect, man.
I'll tell you what, let her finish her business, and then we can sit down and talk like adults.
The situation further thickens when Officer Lewis asks for Kern's ID.
My last name?
Yeah.
Why do you need my last name?
Because I'm asking who I'm talking to. You asked me who you were talking to.
You're not, well, not now you're going to be under arrest, because what you're doing is illegal.
Listen.
What you're doing is illegal. I can charge you for interfering with
Just give me your last name.
Why?
Because I'm conducting business with you right now.
Sergeant Wolf wrongfully accuses Kern of obstruction while he gets upset over their exchange and repeats his rights, questioning their reasons for arresting him.
They can come, you're going to radio another car here. I got a male who's obstructing.
No, I'm not.
And, he's refusing to identify himself. So I'll take a report on it, but I need your ID. Yeah.
I'm dealing with her.
Officer Lewis and Sergeant Wolf gang up on Kern, and it is shocking to see what happens next.
Identifying you. Okay.
Thank you.
I need your driver license.
Look, man, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to arrest you if you don't identify yourself.
She just said it was no crime.
Listen.
Obstructing is a crime.
Obstructing is a crime.
Identify yourself, guys.
She almost ran me off the road.
And then I still have to identify you.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, I'm going to call in for the car. You can arrest me.
Okay, turn around.
Because I didn't do anything.
Okay, turn around.
I didn't do anything.
Listen, just all you have to do.
I don't have my ID with me.
Okay, what's your cell phone?
That's all we asked for.
For what?
Because I need to let the dispatcher know. It's not a big deal.
Things turn from weird to weirder, but Officer Lewis's actions are too insane to even understand.
You didn't identify yourself.
Send you on your way. You have valid driver's license?
Yeah, I do. You violate my rights, man.
Yeah, were you getting a ticket for interfering with the traffic?
How did I interfere? She almost ran me off the road.
He was eventually released and handed over the ticket.
Alright, here's your property.
Hold on, let me get this here.
Sure.
While he sat in his car, he had a few words with Officer Lewis.
I'm not trying to be a bad cop. I was literally not trying to even have any of this happen, and I did apologize.
You apologize, but you're following his directives.
He's a sergeant.
Yeah, but still, like you swore oath to the Constitution.
Right.
And you know what's right and wrong. And sometimes you got to stand up to people.
Listen.
No.
When asked for your information, you have to identify yourself. At this point, we're on a traffic stop together
But you
now.
still have to.
A traffic stop is not a crime.
And I asked him, am I being detained? And nobody answered that.
Listen.
So I did it. I covered all my bases.
All the stuff's going to be typed in the report.
If I was being detained, I had no choice but to give you my ID. That's why I specifically asked.
Yeah.
Am I being detained?
Well, at that point, it's a traffic stop.
But still, if I'm being detained, you should tell me. And if I'm not being detained, I'm free to go. And in a situation.
Well, right now, you're free to go.
Yeah.
All right? I hope that you feel better. And I'm sorry that all of this had to happen this way.
You didn't do nothing.
Well, we did. We got into a little accident, almost a middle accident.
You did your job.
And I apologize.
Things happen in life. He came, he violated my rights.
Well, we're going to work through it, all right? I don't think he violated your rights. He wanted you to identify yourself, and you didn't. All right?
You know you swore oath.
Say again?
You swore oath.
I did.
That's all I'm going to say.
All right, Mr. Kern.
Thank you.
I hope that you feel better, all right?
I'm going to the hospital.
All right. You going to go to Metro?
Come on, right there.
Yes, sir.
Kern was charged with obstruction, and 11 days later, all the charges were dropped due to lack of evidence.